South Dakota has a newly sworn-in governor.
Larry Rhoden took the oath of office today in Pierre, becoming the state's 34th governor. KELOLAND News had a team of reporters covering today's ceremony, including Dan Santella, who joins us live with a closer look at today's developments. Dan?
Hey, Lauren. With former Governor Noem now in Washington, she's the newly confirmed Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. The man who was her longtime lieutenant governor here in Pierre is now governor.
And I will faithfully discharge.
And I will faithfully discharge.
The duties of Governor of the State of South Dakota.
The duties of Governor of the State of South Dakota.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Governor.
And with that, Governor Larry Rhoden is officially sworn in. For him, the feeling of holding this office is, at least for now, a bit different.
Well, it seems surreal, honestly.
Rhoden is a familiar face around the halls of the Capitol. As lieutenant governor, he served as president of the Senate.
Governor Rhoden, in the past few weeks, has shown that he's open to communication. He's already called me a few times. I think we are very optimistic about being able to work with him.
You know, the legislature's always enjoyed a really good relationship with the lieutenant governor. And while he was lieutenant governor, now that he's governor, I think that will continue.
I think the tribes are looking forward to that new connection that they may have with the governor's office.
Whether it's addressing property tax relief, school choice, some of the big issues that are frankly conservative issues all over the country, I think Governor Rhoden shares, and I'm looking forward to working with him.
The ongoing legislative session in Pierre is still young. Today is only the 9th of 38 legislative days. Whatever fate different bills and budgets might have, this new governor is embracing his role.
I just look at it as a tremendous opportunity to represent the people in a state that I absolutely love.
Capitol News Bureau coverage here in Pierre. Bob, you've covered this town and everything happening here for literally decades. Just how unique have these past few days been politically in South Dakota's history here in Pierre?
It's been a historic time. This has happened only 3 times before. Governor Knipe resigned to become ambassador to Singapore in 1978. Harvey Woolman replaced him. There was no lieutenant governor to replace Woolman. And then in 1993, George Mickelson was governor, died in the state plane crash, along with 7 others. Walter Dale Miller became governor after that. And then today.
Mm-hmm. Of course, tomorrow we're going to hear from the new governor give an address to lawmakers and the House of Representatives. What do you think, Bob, we might hear him discuss?
You know, he'll give his vision for where he wants South Dakota to go. The signals he sent today suggest that this will be a different administration than Kristi Noem's was in some significant ways, and he'll be more open to the media, I think, is one big change. Secondly, I've seen this happen before. When Governor Dugard took over from Governor Rounds and the state was in a budget crisis, Dugard had a second speech where he laid out deeper budget cuts than what Rounds had laid out, and that took the state forward and got us back into the black. So.
Of course, once again, it's a year where the budgets might be tighter here in Pierre. Bob and I will have coverage for you of the address tomorrow. You'll be able to watch that on KELOLAND.com. Reporting live in Pierre, Bob Mercer, Dan Santella, KELOLAND News.
All right, thank you, Dan and Bob. Well, planning is in the works for a formal ceremony marking Rhoden's start as South Dakota's new governor. The inaugural party will be on Saturday, February 8th. Pierre's mayor, who plays a role in the planning, says this is the first time he can remember an inaugural being held for a governor who will be finishing a term.
It's a decision